MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Seattle Mariners and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I love what Kyle Seager brings to the table for this team. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Carlos Carrasco will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Indians. And I'm looking at Carlos Santana. You talk about a journey to become a big league player. He was a sought-after catcher by most people, thinking this is a top-notch, top-prospect catcher. Then he got blocked in the system. They moved him to third. He really struggled. Then they found a spot for him at first base, though, and he's become a pretty good player.
And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Well, clearly I'm not the only one that was caught by surprise. The first pitch and he drops a bunt. If he got the base hit out of it, which he did, he must have thought about this for a while, knew they were going to play him back a little bit, and dropped the bunt for the hit.
Gene Segura standing in as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
Now a throw over. Runner back safely. A runner at first with no outs here. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Matt, this is where that guy on first base is distracting the pitcher. I guarantee you he's down 2-0. He's not focused on the hitter. This is where you get hurt. I love it when a guy on first can run.
Dyson off for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. A runner at second, nobody out. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. this is fouled back and out of play. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
Oh, he might have got away with one. A 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely zero reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Soft liner towards first, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. Mariners leave a couple, and now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Who's standing, Danny?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
Drew Smyly is on the mound for game 2. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, he's got 4 pitches to work with and uses them all at all different times in the game. So he keeps hitters off balance and gives you a lot to think about. All right, here's how the M's line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. At third base, Kyle Seager. He has really turned himself into a nice defender. You'll see him early, extra work, catching as many ground balls as he can. If the ball's hit to him, he's not going to miss it very often.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Cruz is after it, almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall. And the Tribe will get a man to second base on the leadoff double.
One pitch, one swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Now it's 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Here's the 2-0. Hit hard back up the middle. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting third, right fielder, Mookie.
Settling in now, Mookie Betts. First trip to the plate for him in this one, and it's a good RBI spot, too. Leadoff man at third with 1 down. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Peters going back, and it's gone. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series, and with it, the Indians have taken a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, with one out and a runner on third, he just wanted to lift one to the outfield to move across the run, but he does a heck of a lot more than that by lifting it right over the fence.
Edwin Encarnacion now. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. One out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch. If you can hit the corner with it, no dice this time.
Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first will take care of Encarnacion for the second out.
Batting fifth.
So digging in now, Bryce Harper looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Stepping into the box, Jake Peters, and he'll face Carlos Carrasco to get the inning underway. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Throw gets him, 2 down. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Mike Zunino stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lays off the slider that time, 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So stepping in, Christian Yelich. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Christian Yelich.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. On deck, Carlos Santana. Swing and a line drive. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Heading for second is Yelich. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice two-bagger.
From the stretch, Carlos Santana started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. No one out with a runner at second. Driven nicely into the gap. Yelich is on his way home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game, and he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Into the box, Jose Ramirez, as he'll take a look at ball one. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. That's in there, base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Whoa, he hit that one a little bit too hard. Line drive single, but the runner at second had to hold up. So he's not going to score, but nice piece of hitting anyway.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. Now that had to feel good because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. Show track tells us he blasted it out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can. Stepping in now, Jason Kipnis, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. Second shot now. He doubled to start out the home first. And that misses 1-1.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hard liner to center field. Dyson is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Mookie Betts is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Line towards center field. Dyson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Stepping into the box, Dan Vogelbach, and he'll start out there half of the third, top of the order to follow. And that's through for a hit.
Well, you make in-game adjustments, right, Matt? I mean, they've had a hard time scoring. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch to get things going, so I see a little bit of a change. Maybe this is how they jumpstart their offense for the rest of the game.
Gerard Dyson will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
Hey, that's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Nobody out, runner on first. Misses, ball 2. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gene Segura. 0 for 1 here in the early going. In there, no balls and a strike. Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. On the ground up the middle. He's got it. Kipnis on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Mariners go down quietly there. They're down 4-0. Striding in once again, Edwin Encarnacion. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Edwin Encarnacion.
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
And this is a ball to Encarnacion. 2-1 now. Now here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Curveball that time, not even close. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Encarnacion is retired, and there's one away.
Left fielder.
So one man gone for Cleveland here in the third. And that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Lifted the other way to left center. Peters sprinting after it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. In is Christian Yelich. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Towards second. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So that hit extends the inning for Carlos Santana.
Well, a little 2-out single. Now, you may not think it's much, but he's already given up a couple runs this game, so maybe this is the start of something big.
Now a snap move over to first, and the runner back easily. Here's Carlos Santana now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Santana waiting on a 1-1. Hit hard up the middle. There's Segura. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Indians leave 1. They lead it 4-0. Here's Nelson Cruz now. They'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
First pitch on its way. And he lays off there 1-0. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. 2-0 count, and the pitch. A high fastball is in there. The 2-1 on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Betts coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Well, he got jammed on that one right there, and he's just strong enough to muscle it into right field for the base hit. It's going to be a line drive tomorrow in the paper.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Runner at first to start the inning. And, Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Well, it looks like just a ground ball base hit in the box scores, but man, that ball is hit hard up the middle. He's going to do well for himself. He stays consistent and keeps that approach.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Grounded back up the middle. The second for one. On the first, but no, not in time, as he really took a tumble at second base, letting go of that ball.
Left fielder. Jake
Ready for another
Peters.
chance. Jake Peters. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Takes a high fastball for a strike. 50th pitch of the game on its way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of it depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Leonis Martin stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Line drive to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, he really picked his teammate up right there with 2 outs and following a strikeout to get the base hit and drive a run in. That is really a special feeling, but man, he really lifted his team up with that.
Mike Zunino swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
There's another swing and strike on a fastball. He's got a nice fastball working, great pop on it, and he's keeping it high in the zone. They're going to have to lay off that if they want to have any success, because you keep chasing it, they're going to keep swinging and missing.
That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Ramirez. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Ramirez.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Dyson's there. 1 out.
Now batting. Catcher.
Now at the plate, Gary Sanchez. He singled his last time up. Into the windup and the pitch. And that misses inside, 1-0. 4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1.
That's a pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now, it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The next 3-2. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Ready once again, Jason Kipnis. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. On the ground to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, sometimes you got to just get lucky. He got out in front, hooked it, and just found a hole.
Francisco Lindor.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 delivery. And here's a ball hit in the air. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Oh, he hits a little dying quail behind the infielder. I tell you what, he couldn't have thrown that ball any better. Talk about placement. That was perfect.
And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Here comes the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game.
Well, you just keep adding on. That's how you win games, and he's a big part of it right here. That's his third RBI, and they extend the lead in this ball game.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. Edwin Encarnacion now. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, the rain is coming down hard here. It's definitely getting wet out there. Look at the outfielders. Those poor guys, they always get soaked out there in the outfield. All I got to say, though, is I'm glad I'm sitting right here in the booth next to you, Matt, and not down there on the field.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and done.
Leading off for the Mariners, first baseman
Dan Vogelbach is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
I like what I'm seeing right now. In, and then goes away. If you pound him in early, it opens up the outside half of the plate, and that's what he's doing right now.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
1-1. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Well, they did a nice job of trying to change his eye level. The fastball up, off-speed pitch down. Problem was, it just didn't work.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. Gene Segura standing in as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. Throw over to first, and that, in fact, is going to wind up out of play. So a costly mistake there.
You know, I think he tried to be even quicker with his pickoff throw over the first that time than the move he showed earlier. And when you do that, sometimes your feet and arm aren't in sync, and it causes you to throw it away just like that one.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And that's in there, base hit. Dyson rounds third and is digging for the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, due to the elite speed, some say he's in scoring position even when he's starting from first. And here Showtrack demonstrates why, as we see the incredible top speed as he came around to score pretty easily from second.
In now, Nelson Cruz, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. On its way is pitch number 75. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back in there. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, he jumped ahead right there with 2 fastballs, then threw the changeup, and he didn't bite. So let's see where he goes from here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag. So let's analyze it with Showtrack. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks. So that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
First offering on its way. Kyle Seager is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Well, they haven't had a real good game plan. That's a lot of balls they're swinging at out of the zone, helping him out. And there's the sign of another one out of the zone, helping the pitcher out. Got to know your zone. You want to have a chance.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Here's Robbie Cano now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Right there for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 to Cano. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, right here, he's definitely worked himself into a very difficult situation. He's got the power hitter at the plate, and you got 2 balls. He's sitting there looking for his pitch to hit. You know he's zeroing in. Hit the last batter. Now he finds himself down 3-1. Look, he's just got to groove one and get himself back in the rhythm and throw strikes.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Digging in once again, Jake Peters, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Jordan Walden is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high.
This is a big at bat. You're down 2 right here, and they're sitting with runners in scoring position. Put the ball in play. He's got to pick up something. Just keep the chain moving. This is a big at bat.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Set to deal on 2-2. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Here's Leonis Martin. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
That misses. 2-0.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus and making some good pitches.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs. He's got himself in a great hitter's count. Just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Here now it's Mike Zunino as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. 3 runs already home here. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Outside, 2-1.
That's some good hitting right there. Great eyes. I mean, to recognize that and lay off it right now, that was nice.
And this is fouled back and out of play. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Another one sent foul. Another try at 2-2. And a fastball just a bit up.
Now this is what baseball's about. A pitcher and hitter going back and forth. Foul ball, strike, foul ball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Indians on top, 5-4. Digging in, Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
I think this is an important inning for him. He just had a couple runs given to him, and now it's his job to show the guys I appreciate it by shutting them down.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Way out in front.
Well, that was a good changeup right there. You see how he swung through that ball? Man, he's got him thinking now, because that was clearly an indication he was looking fastball and got fooled.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. The windup and the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
I like that check swing. He started to offer at the off-speed pitch, but he recognized it and was able to hold up.
Right over the middle, knee high. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Peters will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
First baseman, number 41.
Ready for another shot now. Carlos Santana. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Curveball just misses apparently, 1-0. Now a hard liner. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike 1. Smiley gets the sign. 1-1 pitch on its way. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to right field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Oh, and he misses it. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw, and he'll get in there safely. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9.
Jose Ramirez.
Now batting, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Hit on the ground out to short. Segura has it. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Both Jake McGee takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 51, Jake McGee.
Ready for another chance? Dan Vogelbach. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And he misses with it. 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Pitch on the way. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Yelich is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter.
Digging in and looking for more, Gene Segura. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
0-1.
Fastball in there for a called strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
He got 2 pitches that were up that were very hittable, and he just couldn't.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Ryan Weber enters in the bottom of the 6th. Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. Gary Sanchez is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Vogelbach is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him off the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Roll right back at him, and it hit him. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound.
Up next for Cleveland.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike. The 1-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Peters on the move, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
Nelson Cruz.
Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Hit back up the middle. Lindor is right there on to first, and a big out to start the 7th. 1 gone.
The batter, number 15.
Digging in to try it again, Kyle Seager. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Harper going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double. Here's Robbie Cano now. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses. Ball 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Harper is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Digging in once again, Jake Peters. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
3-0 now. Set to deliver on 3-0. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. Here's Leonis Martin. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Dan Otero will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Dan Otero.
And a ball, 1-0. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Up top, it's 2-0. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. And he has come through big time, as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. But it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
Well, you love it when you come back late in the game, and all of a sudden you get a 2 RBI hit. You find yourself, you were down 1, now you're ahead. Let's see if the pitching can hold on now.
Here now is Mike Zunino. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game.
Kyle Crockett will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch takes a fastball on the inside corner.
I don't have a problem taking that pitch right there. New pitcher just came in out of the bullpen. You want to see what he's got. You measure the first pitch. Now get ready to hit.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. Mookie Betts will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Up next.
Edwin Encarnacion now. Over. Three with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball one. A runner at first with no outs here. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Up and out over the plate, but a cold strike. 2-1. Quick check on that tying run at first. Runner's back. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Shin high fastball that time, ball three.
There's certain situations where things just have to happen, and this is one of those. Like it or not, he's got to challenge him right here.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. And a slider on the inside for strike one. And there he goes towards second. And he missed with it. Ball four. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second. So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Bryce Harper stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
The 0-1 on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Yelich. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. The 1-0 delivery. That's wide, 2-0. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. A throw behind the runner at second. Don't want to forget about him. The 2-0 on the way. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Now a look and a throw back to second. And the runner back in standing. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Gonna be a tough play. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play.
The first baseman, number 41.
Ready for another shot now. Carlos Santana. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. 0-2, here it is. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. A hit, 2 left. Ready once again, Dan Vogelback. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
The center fielder,
third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Oh. Not in time, and that'll go as a bunt single. Gene Segura. standing in. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And now we'll just stare him down out there as he steps off and bluffs him back to first. And that's in there for strike one.
Hey, Matt, you might be wondering, why did he take that pitch right there? Well, a lot of times as the two-hitter, and you got a guy that can run on first base, you have your own signs between each other. And you're saying, basically, I'm going to give you one pitch to run on. After that, it's my at-bat.
Betts is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Striding in once again, Nelson Cruz. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll dive back in. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Cruz awaits the 1-0. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2.
This is a big spot right here. 2 runners on. You got an 0-2 count. You waste one. Now you make it work. Throw one in the dirt. Throw one high. Make him chase it, and you got a chance to strand those runners on base.
On the ground to third. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Mariner rally gets turned away as the inning. Steve Cishek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Gary Sanchez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
That's actually a pretty good pitch. Gets it inside, and the batter just is really strong. Fought it off and just flipped it in the outfield the other way.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there.
Hellman.
Into the box, Jason Kipnis. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. And this will be fouled away. The 1-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Now a pickoff play at second, and the runner will get back standing. One out and a runner on second base. Now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Another 2-2 offering. Swing and a miss, strike three. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Standing in, Francisco Lindor. He flew out in his last at bat. Here's a line drive. Caught out there at short by Segura. Pretty much right in. Teddy Hillman will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Luis Salazar is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Luis Salazar.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Jake Peters will be next. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate. Swing and a line drive, but foul. A little bouncer, but it rolls foul, so we'll have another payoff pitch. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Line toward the alley in left center, and there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the ninth.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jake Peters, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Kipnis on to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, designated hitter, Leonis Martin.
Here's Leonis Martin. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. One hit's all they get. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. The Mariners lead it 6-5. Edwin Diaz is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Edwin Diaz.
Digging in, Mookie Betts. He's the one to start things off with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a ninth inning rally. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, he's got himself in a good count right now. Down 1, he's probably looking for something to drive out of the ballpark, maybe tie this game up.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Set to deal on 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The next 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Comes set with the 0-1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Cruz ranging back at the track. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 34.
Here's Bryce Harper now, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Oh, this game is crazy. That single right there. Now we got the tying run on and the winning run coming to the plate.
In is Christian Yelich. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. He's set, and the pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Swing and a miss, and now the Tribe finds themselves down to their last strike.
0-2 with this guy. This could be the worst scenario you want. He's got 4 pitches that he can throw for strikes now. You really don't know what to look for when you're the hitter.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying runs.
A little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The M's have evened up this series at 1 game apiece. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base.